Hey everyone! In case you've forgotten about us, which is totally our fault, Mandy and Kendrick here checking in.
Our bad for slacking on YouTube lately, but we swear we've been really busy. Now, we're ready to play catch up.
And to do that, we are going to give you the quickest review of our last 2 months. Let's do this.
That was kind of weird. In October, we helped our friends in Moquillas, Mexico deal with the COVID border closures by selling and mailing their beautiful crafts to people across the United States.
Next up, we couldn't let my sister's 40th birthday slip by without a celebration, and I even made a cake.
During our annual cleaning of Little Bear, I was nice and let Mandy install a longer mirror for the shorter Mandy. One more step in making our 400 Mandy size.
Finally, we decided to host our own Tab Rally in 2021. It'll be called Tabarado.
So we headed to beautiful Palisade, Colorado to scout the venue, Palisade Base Camp.
We loved the location and most of all, the people.
While scouting, we went on a few scenic trail runs where I got to watch Mandy trip and fall more than a few times. Everybody has to learn.
And of course, had to scout the local wineries, breweries, and food so I could forget all about falling on the trail. Next, we'd head to Big Bend, Texas. But first, some rest at fellow new campers Michael and Mimi's.
Yeah, the wing wall lady.
Where we are always sure to find good food and a cute dog.
After a long drive to Big Bend, we had a few days to scout for our upcoming photo workshop.
We checked out our usual shooting locations and did a long 14-mile hike to scout for a future Big Bend backpacking trip.
Of course, we scouted new and familiar restaurants because I like to eat.
Finally, it was workshop time, and we had another amazing and eager group of students. They got to see all of our favorite locations and even put up with us dragging them through the water.
A few of the rough and tough decided to stick around for our adventure days, where we enjoyed some even longer hikes.
We had beautiful views, dramatic clouds, and of course, food and drinks. Yet after all of this, our work was just beginning. We hit the road for Blanco State Park for a camping and photo workshop hosted by Precision Camera.
But first, the most important day of the year, Hairdo Day. Both of us were in dire need of our annual trimming. Mandy says she doesn't feel like herself if she isn't red. With brand new hairdos, the Precision Camera Workshop was a great time.
Blanco is a small state park, but we all captured great images and, of course, visited the local distilleries.
When we hitched up to leave Blanco, we had a big setback, a flat tire.
We made a video about this one so others could learn from our mistake. Bottom line, always check your tires for uneven wear and always make sure you have the right tools for the job. Our priority was getting Little Bear set up with some new tires. But while we were there, we also recorded another podcast with RV Small Talk. And no podcast is complete without an amazing charcuterie board and wine.
We weighed the truck and camper and confirmed that we are, in fact, a little bit obese.
We made a poor attempt at baking bread.
Got in a quick trail run.
And most important, we got to visit with some of our favorite people. Finally, it was time to head to the Grand Canyon for something that I had been nervously anticipating, not 1, but 5 trips to the bottom of the canyon all in a row.
Our first trip was with Noel and Steve.
These guys signed up last minute for a reunion after climbing Kilimanjaro together a few years ago.
Next up, we were joined by Amy, Kevin, Eldon, and Aaron.
Speaking of reunions, this group was full of photo workshop alumni, so it was great to get the band back together.
Third, we met up with Dylan and Crystal.
Knowing we were with Kendrick's big college friends, we were able to do a custom itinerary on some lesser traveled canyon trails. Our last guided trip was very special with Kendrick's mom, dad, brother, and our friend Dawn.
This was the hardest thing we've ever done as a family, but by far the most we've ever bonded together.
Last but not least, as if we weren't tired enough, we decided an epic 5th trip was in order.
A few of our new camp family members, Jesse, Jason, and their friend John, flew out for a rim-to-rim-to-rim run. That's 42 miles.
I decided to do rim-to-river-to-rim and convinced Dawn to join me.
Our rim-to-rim-to-rim trip was a great way to push our limits. I hadn't ran the route in at least 7 years, and the others have never done it.
I've never done rim-to-river-to-rim. I was really pleased with our time, and Dawn and I had a great experience.
Spending 3 weeks in the canyon, guiding trips with no rest in between, is made so much easier by our amazing friends Dave and Amy.
Keep an eye out for a video I'm making about them soon.
After a hectic few months of work, we finally headed to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico for some much needed R&R.
Our new camp family, Jesse and Karen, have a place in Cabo and were kind enough to invite us along for a vacation which we could never give ourselves. We sat by the pool
And drank.
and ate,
And ate and ate.
and of course, I had to get out the camera a bit. So now we're hunkering down in my parents' basement trying to catch up on work. We've got calendars, videos, editing, and all those fun things to do.
It's been a rough year for everybody, but we feel like we have a lot to be grateful for.
Stay tuned for more videos because I promise we have more coming out, including some walkthrough videos of the new camp half-ton Cirrus 620 and what everyone's been waiting for, their new Barefoot camper. Here's to happy holidays and an adventurous new year. Love and light. We're using it. It's stupid and we're using it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. We're doing it.
We're doing it.